Here on the Rural Radio Forum, we'd like to welcome Jonathan Bateman, Nebraska's Assistant Athletic Director for NIL Strategy and Governance, to the program. Thank you for the time today. We appreciate it.
Bryce, thanks for having me.
So you've worked in the athletic department in various capacities since 2011, right? Bring us up to speed, your steps of where you've been.
Yeah, that's correct. So born and raised Plattsmouth, Nebraska. Went to school at Marquette University up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So went there for undergrad and law school and, kind of looking at jobs anywhere. And just kind of luck would have it, there was an opening in the compliance office here in Nebraska. So coming home was a good opportunity for me. And it was initially a 2-year temporary position. And now I'm here however many years later. So most of my career has been in the compliance office. And then the world kind of changed in July of 2021 related to NIL, name, image, likeness in the NCAA world. So kind of threw my arms around that right away and was doing both NIL and my everyday compliance work. And then leadership at the athletics department said, hey, we need to have someone doing this as a full-time job. And so that's what I've been doing since May or June of 2023.
As new as it is, NIL is something that has changed pretty quickly over the course of its short tenure here because the NCAA leaves a lot of specifics out there to each state, and each state has gone about it a little bit different. It leaves a broad spectrum of policy out there. Give us just kind of where you see things here in Nebraska.
Yeah. Well, we're situated better than most. At first, the NCAA said, here's your guidelines, best of luck, right? And now we're into it 3 years, so it's constantly changing. We're deferring a lot to our state law because it gives us the best opportunity.
So where you sit, how does having a collective like 1890 Nebraska make your job as a compliance officer perhaps a little bit easier?
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. Matt and Joe and their staff have done a great job at being a corporate partner of the athletics department. So when an entity's a corporate partner, that helps things a lot too. It just, and I'm going to use a business buzzword and people will make fun of me. And I've gotten more into the business buzzword since I've been outside of compliance now, but there is a lot of synergy there, right? When you're working with a corporate partner who wants to work with your student athletes, it eases the communication. And also, we owe it to not only our athletes, but our fans and our donors who are making those donations and making those contributions to 1890. That everybody's on the same page and there's just good transparency there. So it's really easy, and we're thankful for everything 1890's done and that the Pede family has done to be able to pick up the phone. And I know I can text or call Matt and he knows he can do the same. So we're making sure we're doing things the right way, but we're doing things also in a way that's going to attract and retain talent here.
The student athletes, based on your experience, how big of a benefit is it to them having 1890 around with the team to ensure they're in good standing with the compliance office? Yeah,
it's huge. And again, it kind of goes back to that everything is in that vacuum, right? Of like, if our athletes know that, I'm working with 1890, they know that they can come to me and ask a question, and they know that 1890 is also working from my side of things in the NIL side that make sure, hey, this is above board, everything is good, because they are working with the athletics department. I think some schools, and again, I don't speak for them, and because every situation is different, but I think some schools who haven't enveloped their collectives are having a more difficult time than maybe we are because the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. Now there needs to be an arm's length, right? When anytime it's a third party, like any of our corporate partners, we're separate entities, but it's too important not to have an understanding of what's going on because there's so many people and parties that are important to us as a university that are involved, right? Like our donors, our fans, and most importantly, our athletes.
Well, thank you for this insight. It's very helpful to understand the broad spectrum and how you all are working with 1890. Thank you for your time, Jonathan.
Yeah, appreciate it, Bryce. Thank you.